What is up? This is a bit of a different style of video. I'm back in my hometown in Michigan, and I have a few friends here that we had falling outs with, we don't get along, they had kids, yada yada yada. Some crazy stuff happened, you know. Some of these people I've been friends with, or I was friends with for like 6, 7, 8 years. Some of these people I haven't seen in 5, 6 years. Today I'm meeting up with my friend Natasha. Natasha and I met in high school. We were friends for at least 4 or 5 years throughout high school and some college. Yeah, she has 2 kids now. Turning into the mall where I'm meeting them. I kind of told her that we were filming this, but like, I don't know if she knows, so we shall see. Let me see if I can find her in her car. She has a Chevy Malibu. Hello? Oh, is that her? Natasha! Okay, that's not her. Shit. That's not her. Oh, there you are. That girl just looked just like you. How are you? Yo, okay, let me park this. Do you recognize the car? I got my camera and everything. You know. Hey, how are you? How you doing? All right. How have you been? Good, yo. Back to Michigan for a couple months. Natasha and I have known each other for how long? Would you say?
We're
24 right now. We met in high school.
It's been probably over...
Or we met our junior or sophomore, junior, senior year? Which
sophomore
one?
Year.
Sophomore year. It's probably almost been 10 years.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, it's been a long time.
Which is pretty weird to think about. Right? Yeah. That's pretty weird. I would say, like, back then, I would have considered you, like, you know, my best friend.
Yeah.
You know, like, we were pretty damn close.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I was thinking about, you know, when I come back home, I'm like, wow, I really don't have many high school friends. And why is that? I mean, obviously, it's normal, like, people, like, change over the years.
Definitely.
And people, like, get families. You now have 2 daughters, lovely daughters, and shit happens, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But why does that friendship, you know, have to end, and why did it end? Yes.
Definitely in high school we were super close.
Yeah.
Like we did everything together. I was always at your place or you were at mine.
Uh-huh.
Everybody just saw us together in school.
Yeah, totally. What changed, I guess?
Yeah.
Like, what was your kind of view on that? Because we're both gonna have like different views, and honestly, I don't even really remember a lot of it.
Yeah,
which
I
is
feel
pretty
like
weird.
a lot of it, like when we went to college, we went to 2 different colleges.
Yeah.
And, you know, that's usually a time where people like branch off, make new friends.
Yeah, totally.
Also just like different life events happen during that. And I feel like a lot of it is just like we had different life paths.
Totally.
And I don't feel like there was really that big of like a rift that happened between us, like nothing like major, but like we just had different journeys to go on.
Totally. No, I agree. I think when looking back now on it, you know, back then I may have been, I don't know like how to explain it, but like I wasn't so understanding of people taking their own journey in life.
I think a lot of it is like not taking things personally.
Yeah.
You know, you just have to remember like where you came together in the first place and why you became friends.
And I think taking personally is like something that like you do when you're like younger. You're like, oh, why isn't she listening to me?
Right.
Oh, why is she hanging out with like her? Like that kind of stuff. And you take it very personally and you're like almost offended. But you're like offended for no like real good reason. It's a bit dramatic, you know. When did we stop becoming friends? Like it happened pretty abruptly, right?
Yeah.
I think like one of the last memories I think with you was at your birthday party, I think. Do you remember that? No, maybe, I don't know. It was at your birthday party, and like it was nothing wrong. I remember I went with another friend, and I remember seeing Novia, which is another friend that we had, and we had stopped becoming friends with, and then, you know, and I was like, oh my god, like this bitch is fucking hanging out with Novia. You know, didn't feel like so strongly about, and at one point, you know, you didn't feel so strongly about her as well, so that's why I guess I was kind of confused, and I was like, why is she hanging out with her again? Like, without really knowing like any context behind it, you know? And I think honestly from there on out, you know, I remember like some crazy text conversation, and I don't have it on my phone anymore. Probably like on my old phones.
I remember like a few of us in the friend group like going off on Twitter.
Yeah, was that happened too? It did, right? Oh my god.
Yeah, everybody had hurt feelings, kind of.
Yeah.
And, like, everybody was taking things personally about, like, different friend groups and, like, just not understanding, like, you know, we're all our own person at the end. And to be friends with somebody else doesn't mean you don't want to be friends with, you know, the person that you were friends with originally. But I think, you know, a lot of it was, we all just were doing different things. Like, we were kind of branching off.
Yeah. What's happened with you, like, the past 4 or 5 years, probably?
Yeah,
like,
it's been 5 years.
I haven't seen you in like 4 or 5 years, right? Like, none, right? Like, maybe like on social media, obviously.
Yeah, but really no contact.
So, like, how do you go from like all of that to like nothing? You know, it's like super weird to think about.
I think I never really accepted that transition. Like, I still thought about you all the time, and like just hoped you were doing well. And I always felt like, you know, we would catch up at some point. But I never knew when that time would be. But in that time period of like the 4 to 5 years where we weren't talking, like, I just had to focus on stuff in my life at the time. And I had 2 beautiful daughters now, both toddlers. So in that time I was really busy.
Of course, I can even imagine.
Having a family, But at the same time, I think it's important to give people space that you care about. And I think, you know, it was good for both of us to have like time on our own to like figure out our life journeys. Natasha
and I, you know, just being here with her, like, is almost like emotional. It just like is kind of like weird, right? It's kind of weird, like it's super weird. But you know, it like feels good. So like, not to get like teary or whatever, but it's weird. It's weird, right? It's pretty weird. So.
I love you.
Love you too. So I don't know. I just wanted to take this moment and just kind of see you now and see that you're like a lovely mother and everything, and just hope for the best of you in the future. So.
And I feel like this, I'm glad this happened and that we met, and hopefully this means, you know, we take more time to mend this friendship.
I think it will. This is good. So I just got done hanging out with Natasha. I'm actually really happy about it, and I'm really happy we did this. You know, I was pretty nervous, I'm not gonna lie. I really didn't know like what the vibe, what the feel was gonna be. Obviously, like, you bring your own feel and your own energy to it, and like I was a little bit nervous at first. I was like, this is weird, but I'm like, why is this weird? I'm not really mad for any reason. So I'm really happy that that happened. I feel really happy. I feel like I just started to build a relationship with someone who I already had a relationship with built, and we stopped becoming friends for no reason, for no good reason at all. So I'm really happy that that happened. We are going to meet up with another friend tomorrow. Her name is Novia, and we all 3 were friends. We kind of had a falling out because of the religious, LGBT, gay kind of thing. So I'm a little bit more nervous about that one because I haven't seen her in very long. Alright, thank you guys for watching this first part of the series. Stay tuned for, or not stay tuned, up to you guys, for what's coming up next. Thank you guys, bye.